Okay, this is the second session on Jacobean drama. There is an important writer I want you to tell me about. This is a man who wrote over 220 plays. He had at least some role in writing 220 plays. What is his name? Thomas Heywood, correct. Thomas Heywood. It was John Heywood who wrote the 4 Ps. This is Thomas Heywood. Tell me about his important works, which is, I will tell you the beginning, you tell me the rest, okay? Thomas Heywood wrote A Woman Killed with Kindness, correct. The English Traveller. The 4 Prentices of London, correct. The 3 important plays of all the 220 plays. A Woman Killed with Kindness. It is about a woman who has an affair with her husband's friend, and then she returns home to her husband, finally repentant. The English Traveller, also something like that. Then the 4 Prentices of London. There is one more work that he wrote where he suggested that Kyd is the author of the Spanish tragedy. There is a book about drama that he wrote where he suggested that Thomas Kyd is the author of Spanish tragedy. Which is that work? Correct. Apology for Actors. Apology for Actors. Now the next important writer we are talking about is Thomas Dekker. Thomas Dekker. Which is the play by Thomas Dekker where Fortune is a character. Fortune is a character. Yeah, the old Fortunatus. The old Fortunatus. What happens in that play? There is a protagonist who chooses an inexhaustible purse. Correct? Now, second play by Dekker. It is about, it is an attack. It is an attack through satire. Yeah, Satiromastics. Dekker wrote Satiromastics. DS, Delhi State is my code, remember? Then, what did Marston write like this? Dekker wrote Satiromastics. Marston wrote Histriomastics. Correct, Histriomastics. Now, do you know that Dekker wrote 3 tragedies? I have given in encyclopedia names of 3 tragedies by Dekker. What are they? Lust Dominion, The Witch of Edmonton, The Virgin Martyr. Will you remember? Lust Dominion, The Witch of Edmonton, Virgin Martyr. Now, next is another play where the protagonist is a prostitute. Protagonist is a prostitute. What is the name of that play? The Honest Whore. Bella Friend, a prostitute, is the protagonist. After Honest Whore, what had I given in encyclopedia? The Roaring Girl. The Roaring Girl. Who is the protagonist in Roaring Girl? Like prostitute in Honest Whore, here a pickpocket is the protagonist. Mary Frith is the protagonist. Correct? Then tell me, there are 2 plays that you have to tell me that Dekker wrote along with Webster. Dekker and Webster together wrote, which are the plays? Westward Ho and Eastward Ho. No, wrong. Westward Ho and Northward Ho. Westward Ho and Northward Ho. Eastward Ho was written in response to Westward Ho. Okay? Now, which is Dekker's most famous play? The Shoemaker's Holiday. Oh, it was produced in a very important year. Do you know the year? 1599. 1599. The Shoemaker's Holiday appeared in 1599. What is the importance of 1599? Year in which Globe Theatre was built. Year in which Spencer died. Correct. Now tell me, what is the subtitle of Shoemaker's Holiday? Subtitle: The Gentle Craft. The Gentle Craft. What is the story of Shoemaker's Holiday? Do you know? Rowland Lacey is in love with Rose. Who is Rose? Rose is the daughter of Lord Mayor of London. Rose is the daughter of Lord Mayor of London. Another major character is there. Very famous character, borrowed from Thomas Delaunay. What is the name of that character in Shoemaker's Holiday? Simon Eyre. Simon Eyre is an eccentric shoemaker who becomes the Lord Mayor of London. Now, the plot of Shoemaker's Holiday is borrowed from Thomas Delany. Thomas Delany, Thomas Delany's story has the character Simon Eyre also. The entire plot is from Delany's story. Delany's book is called The Gentle Craft. Delany's book is called The Gentle Craft. Okay, let me ask you some rapid fire now. Ready? First question. The Old Fortunatus is by... The Old Fortunatus. Remember, one man gets an inexhaustible purse. Dekker. Correct. The Old Fortunatus is by Dekker. Second. Next question. Cleanthus is the protagonist of... Cleanthus. He's a swindler who was a shepherd. Compared to Tamburlaine. Correct. Chapman's The Blind Beggar of Alexandria. Now, next question is... Which play is based on Thomas Delany's The Gentle Craft? Correct. Dekker's The Shoemaker's Holiday. Wow. I know you already are saying the answers. You are saying the answers, I know. Wonderful. Congratulations. Keep on studying like this. You will remember everything. Next question. Ready? Philaster is a dash. Tell me the genre. Philaster is a dash. Bowman and Fetcher's Philaster. Tragicomedy. Philaster is a tragicomedy. Then, Women Beware Women is a dash. Women Beware Women is a revenge comedy. A Chaste Maid at Cheapside is a dash. A Chaste Maid at Cheapside is a city comedy. Correct. City comedy. Now, have you... we have studied till now 3 Jacobean dramatists. George Chapman, then we looked at Thomas Heywood, then we looked at Thomas Dekker. Next is Marston. Dekker and Marston are always remembered together. Remember? Dekker and Marston. What is the peculiarity of Marston? He wrote very violent, melodramatic Senecan tragedies. Violent, melodramatic Senecan tragedies all set in Italy. Okay. Which is his most famous play? Most famous play is The Malcontent. Malcontent. Tell me, who is it dedicated to? The Malcontent. Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson fought against Marston and Dekker in the War of the Theatres. Remember? Quarrel, War of the Theatres. Okay. Marston wrote one play. Attack. What is the meaning of that play? Attacking. Drama. Attacking drama. What did he write? Histriomastics. Histriomastics. What is the subtitle of Histriomastics? The Player Whipped. Histriomastics is subtitled The Player Whipped. In Histriomastics, remember, Ben Jonson is caricatured as Chrysogonus. Ben Jonson is caricatured as Chrysogonus. And then... what can I ask you next? Other plays by Marston. I will tell you the beginning, you tell me the end. Other plays by Marston. The Scourge of Villainy. Jack Drum's Entertainment. Jack Drum's Entertainment. What you will. What you will. Then The Dutch Courtesan. The Dutch Courtesan. That is also by Marston. Okay, one last time rapid fire. Last rapid fire in this video. Tell me. Antonio and Melida and Antonio's Revenge are plays set in Italy. They are Senecan tragedies set in Italy by whom? Marston. Correct. Marston. Antonio and Melida, Antonio's Revenge, Senecan tragedies set in Italy by Marston. Next question. A deposed duke disguised as Malevoli cynically helps his usurper. Which is the play? Malevoli helps his usurper. The Malcontent by Marston. Correct. The Malcontent by Marston. Next. Rowland Lacey and Rose are the protagonists in The Shoemaker's Holiday. Rowland Lacey and Rose in Shoemaker's Holiday. With name one anti-Scottish comedy. Anti-Scottish. Anti-Spanish is Middleton's Game at Chess. Anti-Scottish is Eastward Ho. Correct. Eastward Ho. The Blind Beggar of Alexandria is by The Blind Beggar of Alexandria, Cleanthus. George Chapman. Correct. The Revenger's Tragedy is by Middleton or Cyril Tourneur, one of those. The Atheist tragedy is by Cyril Tourneur. The Atheist tragedy is by Cyril Tourneur. Okay, last question. Name the Avenger in the Revenger's tragedy. Name the Avenger. Who is taking revenge in Revenger's tragedy? Vendice. Vendice. Okay, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed.